So, in relation to what you just explained about mindful or mindfulness, then what is mindfulness meditation?
Okay, so mindfulness is awareness, and awareness is a faculty that we already have, but we really don't know much about how to inhabit that faculty or make use of it, because we're so caught up in another beautiful faculty that we have as human beings, which is thinking, and all of the emotion that also comes along with thinking. So what mindfulness meditation is using the sort of practice of mindfulness, of moment-to-moment non-judgmental awareness, to actually deepen the access to the awareness that you already have, so that it's not kind of theoretical anymore, but it's almost like the default mode of how you live your life, rather than living on autopilot and more or less unconscious or half-conscious, as we usually do. We zone along through life half-present. Mindfulness meditation is about cultivating presence. Presence of mind, presence of heart, presence within the body, and presence within the world. So aware of our relationships inwardly and outwardly. And it's a discipline. That's what meditation is really a simple way of talking about a particular kind of disciplined approach or method, or you could say practice, for exercising certain faculties. Sometimes I like to describe it as exercising like muscles. So the discipline of cultivating muscular strength would involve going to the gym and exercising your muscles on a regular basis. And the way you do that is, to a large degree, through working with resistance. You use weights, or you run, or you stretch, or whatever, but you're working with a certain kind of resistance to the exercise itself. And as you work with that resistance, something grows. So you could think of meditation as like mental training, in the same way as we have physical training for the physical body. And there are many, many different forms of mental training, of meditation, and mindfulness meditation is the one that focuses on cultivating and privileging what we've been talking about, this moment by moment non-judgmental awareness in one's life. So there are two aspects to meditation. One is the sort of formal practices that you would do, either sitting, lying down, standing, or walking. There are various ways to cultivate mindfulness in all of those ways. But that's kind of like you set aside a particular time by the watch or the clock and you practice it. We can talk more about it, but where you drop into your own experience and cultivate moment-to-moment awareness. But the real meditation practice is when that's over, how do you live the rest of your life? So mindfulness in everyday life, so to speak, is in some sense both the challenge and also the fruit of living a life of mindfulness. So then meditation and life in some sense become the same thing, and the question is, while you are alive, are you here for it, or are you missing it? So some people are, as you probably know, very concerned about whether there's life after death. But you could say that mindfulness is more about the question whether there's life before death. Because you could go through decades of your life and live so much in your thoughts, so much in your judging, so much in your liking and disliking, and try to get someplace else, that you might look back on it when you're about to die and realize you were never where you were. And it was never good enough. You always needed to be happy by having something else happen, and then as soon as you get it, you want something else. So this is a way of living so that every one of your moments is in some sense complete, whole. So it has all sorts of implications for health and well-being, but even more than that, it has implications for a deep inner flourishing, a kind of happiness that is independent of whether things are going your way at a particular moment or not going your way at a particular moment. So even in the face of the human condition, what I call the full catastrophe of the human condition, in the face of pain, in the face of illness, in the face of uncertainty, in the face of stress. So that's a kind of art form, just the way tea ceremony would be an art form, or flower arranging, or it's really a way of being. It's not a technique. It's a technique. It looks like someone's practiced the technique, but it doesn't have the essence. But when you drill down to the essence, then there's no separation, and it just flowers effortlessly. And that's what the real practice of mindfulness is about.